up, guys? How are you doing today? Welcome back to this edition of whatever this is, guys. We are going to talk about some movies, and I just want to say thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for just a little while. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get notified when I post new and interesting content, guys. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie from 2006 directed by Mr. Jonathan English, or as I like to refer to him, Johnny English. Not Mr. Bean, it's a different guy. He directed Minotaur. Now, this is not, guys, I'm just going to start off with saying, this has Tom Hardy, this has Rutger Hauer, and this has Tony Todd, right? Three very well-accomplished actors, in my opinion, right? Tom Hardy, love the dude. Think he's a great actor. I think he's one of the best of our generation. Rutger Hauer, one of the best to ever be printed to celluloid, right? One of the best to ever do it. And then Tony Todd, the Candy Man himself, guys. The one and only. Hook, bees, all that good stuff, right? Candyman, Tony Todd. But you know what, guys? This movie was a steaming pile of monkey feces. It was not good. It was terrible. In fact, Tom Hardy, this is one of those films where he was probably like, I gotta pay some rent, so I'll go ahead and do it. But he is not good in this. I mean, he is like inept in this. And I don't know if that's because of the writing, the directing, or him in general. Because I know Tom Hardy is not this terrible of an actor. I know that he's not wooden. I know that he has range and emotion. I know that he has exceptional body language. I mean, he conveys a character when he is playing them, right? In this, he's like a little kid. He's like a kid named Shepherd, right? He's like a little, he's like a bastard child of somebody in the village. And so he's, you know, shunned and all this, but he does, his lines are terrible. The dialogue's terrible. And here's another thing that really just threw me off and made me think, what in the hell am I watching? This is Minotaur, right? The ancient beast of the labyrinth in Greece from Minos, right? This is the you go in there and he's chasing you around a maze and you're trying to get out. That's what the Minotaur is. And it's in Greece, right? Mediterranean. Beaches, oceans, that kind of thing. You know, palm fronds, olives, all that good stuff. Instead, everything in this film looks like it is medieval Eastern European. I mean, we're in snow-capped mountains. Now, there are snow-capped mountains in Greece. Yes, I know. But we're in snow-capped mountains. Everybody's wearing furs, and they're running around with... They look like Vikings. I'm being honest with you. They look like Vikings or like the German barbarians or whatever, you know, from Gladiator, those type of folks. They look like Eastern European Visigoths, right? I mean, that's what they look like. They don't look Greek. So if you're going to make a movie about a Greek myth, Greek mythology, you should at least try to make it look the part of being somewhat Mediterranean, somewhat Greek, instead of Vikings. This movie did not know what it wanted to be. It didn't know, and Tony Todd in this is ridiculous. This didn't know if it wanted to be an action film, if it wanted to be a horror film, if it wanted to be a medieval fantasy piece. It didn't know what it wanted to be. And then Tony Todd, he's playing the Kali Ma dude from Temple of Doom. I mean, he's sitting there, he's like sniffing opium smoke out of a ram skull, and he's, you know, sending people down into the labyrinth. And it's just absolutely ridiculous that this movie even saw the light of day. And you know what? I'm willing to bet this was probably a Sci-Fi Channel original movie. And for a Sci-Fi Channel original movie, it was competent. You know, because we see most of those Sci-Fi Channel original films and they are trash. They got CGI that looks like it's from 1992 Lawnmower Man. We've got all kinds of just terrible, you know, Sci-Fi Channel original movies. But this one, for what it was, would have been good back then, you know? Not good now, terrible now. One of the worst fantasy films I've ever seen. But I was so disappointed that the fact that these guys, they lined up, they had this great cast. They had a young, virile Tom Hardy, looking good, you know, buff, running around in furs, and they just wasted him. Rutger Hauer, the old wise man, the king of the village, wasted. Tony Todd, evil bad guy, wasted. This whole movie was a waste of my time. It was a waste of my life. There are parts of my being that I'll never get back because I watched this. I wish there was a time machine so I could get in it and go back and tell myself, don't waste your time. It's not worth it. Because even though the box art looked cool and it has actors that you know, that doesn't mean it's gonna be a good film. 2 thumbs down. Don't worry about where it's streaming. If you really want to check it out, it's over there on Prime somewhere. That's it for Minotaur, with all these ridiculous people who just needed a paycheck in it. That's it, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. And as always, my friends, I am going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.